What's good, everybody? We are back again with another video. Today we are here to do an all-star ballot. All-star voting just opened up today, so I feel like this is the perfect time to do this video. And there's a lot of guys that we should talk about when it comes to this all-star game. So let's get straight into the video. So to start off with the captain, we do have Giannis Antetokounmpo as the captain of the Eastern Conference team. Listen to me, he is the MVP right now. I think it's between him, Embiid, Shea, and Luka. You can have Jokic in there, but I do feel like Jokic this last month has been kind of on and off. He's been kind of weird, but like people still have him as the best player in the world, and I respect that. But Giannis has been on some different shit this whole entire year. The stats has been up as far as his efficiency, and that's something that was lagging over the last 2 years. But everything across the board has been up. So shout out to him. I do think he's been the best player in the world this year, and he is my MVP, and he will also be the guy for the Eastern Conference team. Now to start off for the guards, of course, at number one, at the point guard position, we have Tyrese Halliburton. Listen, he started off this year so crazy. I had to give him his respect. He deserved the starting position. He started off the year so crazy. Even though they're on a 4-game losing streak as of late, he hasn't been playing that good. Start off the year 27 and 12. That's something I didn't expect, and I'm pretty sure that's something even Halliburton stands didn't expect. I knew the points was gonna go up, but I didn't expect it to go up to 27. That shit is still crazy to me. And then when you look at the efficiency, it's actually like very wild on some Steph Curry shit, and we know Steph Curry is one of the most efficient players of all time. So to be up there with him is very wild. So I had to put him there. At the 2, it was kind of hard, but I feel like this player doesn't get talked about. Donovan Mitchell, even though like as a team our record hasn't been that good, he's still been to me the best guard on the East. He's been dominating, damn near averaging 30. The assists are up, the rebounds are up. His defense, if you watch, has been up. He has to be as a starter this year. I think he deserved it last year, and I don't think he got it this year. He should be a starter. At the 3, of course, around the solid, the obvious shit. Jason Tatum, Giannis, and then Joel Embiid. It's going to be like that for the next 10 years. Those threes are going to be the small forward, the power forward, and shit. It's going to be like that for the next 10 years. But Jason Tatum, I feel like when you look at his stats and like when you watch him play, at times he just doesn't look the same as he did last year. Not to say that he's regressed. He's still having a very good year, but like when you compare him to other guys like Shea, the year he's having, D-Book, the year he's having, Giannis, the year he's having, Tatum was a guy that was fucking with these guys the last few years. Now it's like he's just there. But like it's still no forward in the East that come close to him, so that's why he's here. Of course, like I said, Giannis is the starter. Is the captain. And Joel Embiid is probably my number 2 in MVP race. He has been dominating. The schedule hasn't been all that, but you play who was in front of you. Even though I haven't watched a lot, I cannot watch Joel Embiid. I'm not gonna lie. That flopping shit, that's just so hard to watch. So, but he's still been dominating this year. Like I'm talking about, like isn't it his 10 straight games of 30 and 15 or 30 and 10? Sorry, 30 and 10. That is crazy. I got to give it to him. He's been hooping. So my first guard off the bench is obviously Trae Young. Listen, if you follow me on Twitter, I've been posting a lot. At some point, like a couple years ago, I felt like NBA really loved Trae Young, especially NBA media. They really love Trae Young. But these last 2 years, the talk that I'm hearing about Trae Young has been disgusting. This dude is still very, very good. I know he started off the year pretty slow. I'm not even going to say slow. He started off this year bad. Like, very bad. I've seen some people start putting Tyrese Maxey over him, and I'm like, all right, relax. But he was pretty bad. But these last 12 games, I'm talking about 30 and 15 every single game damn near. He has been absolutely amazing. The only thing that might not put him in the All-Star game is that record. The team sucks. And this is one thing I want to talk about with the Hawks. I don't think they know what they're doing. They tried many things to help out Trae Young, but it just hasn't worked. So at some point, I'm going to start screaming, free Trae Young, because he deserves it. One of the best playmakers and scorers we have in this league, and he is rotting in Atlanta. I want him free so bad. But yeah, Trae Young has been absolutely amazing this year. So shout out to him, making his 2nd or 3rd All-Star appearance, I believe. Now to a person that's making his 1st All-Star appearance, Jalen Brunson. He also started off the year pretty slow. But these last 10 to 15 games, he has been absolutely dominating. Him and his teammate Julius Randle have been dominating. I also have Julius Randle making this All-Star team. But to talk about Jalen Brunson these last 10 games, he's down there averaging 27 points and about 5 assists. He's been very, very good these last 10 to 15 games. And I think he's a big reason why the Knicks have gotten it back together, because I think they started off pretty slow. But lately, him and Julius Randle have just been putting their heads down and hooping. And that's all they really need out of them too. One thing I want for the Knicks is to help them out. I don't really like the other pieces around them. Quentin Grimes has been terrible. RJ Barrett has been up and down. I like Isaiah Hartenstein. Mitch Robinson has been hurt. Emmanuel Quickly has been okay. Like, I think it's time for them to get another star. I think it's time for them to actually try to win, because I do feel like Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson are ready to win, and they need that other guy next to them. So they got to stop holding on to this shit and just go all the way in. Trade RJ, trade Emmanuel quickly. It's time to build around these two guys. Now, for my first forward off the bench, I have two names now, because I feel like this team deserves one All-Star, but I couldn't really pick on which one. Paolo and Franz. I feel like to start off the year, Franz was really going crazy. Paolo was kind of up and down, but then this last month, Paolo's been dogging, even though Franz has also been very, very good. So I didn't really know who to pick, but probably if one makes it, it's obviously going to be Paolo. He just got the bigger name, number one overall pick, all that stuff. But Franz has been absolutely amazing this year. Shout out to Paolo, he also has. So I really couldn't pick between them two, but they both are on this list. Like I said earlier, at number 4, I have my forward coming out the bench is Julius Randle. I think he's been very, very good. I think the media has to like take back all the shit they said a couple months ago, because he was terrible to start the year, but he's been hooping lately. So kind of just say sorry. And I feel like we should do that a lot as the NBA media. When we trash on players, when they start playing good, we should kind of big them up, because we were the ones that were just trashing them when they were down. But at the 5, my center coming off the bench, it's kind of hard, because I'm looking at it right now. I have Kristaps now, because I'm like, it's not really a lot of centers that deserve it. If Evan Mobley didn't get hurt, I would have had him, because he was having a very good year to me. But then I can't, because he's hurt. So it's either Kristaps, but then again, I'm thinking, Bam, for a stretch when he was healthy, he was dogging, he was hooping, and I think Jimmy Butler was out around that time, and he was keeping them afloat. Him and Jaime Jaquez and Kyle Lowry keeping them afloat like they always do. So I'm stuck between Bam and Kristaps, because I feel like Kristaps has been the second best player for the Celtics. So I don't know who I'm gonna pick. You can pick that for me. But this the 10th guy off the bench, and now these 2 wild card picks. I got Jaylen Brown. It's not a lot of other All-Stars I can pick, like Scotty Barnes. No, I'm not having a 13th seed. I have an All-Star, or a 12th seed, whatever they are. I have an All-Star. Pascal, no. The Cavs don't deserve to. I don't think the Magic do. I don't think the 76ers do. I do have Tyrese Maxey as the other All-Star. He's just playing too good for them to not have 2 All-Stars. Oh shit, I'm tweaking. I'm sorry. Jaylen Brown, you're not here. Damian Lillard, you're All-Star. I'm sorry, it's not that hard. Damian Lillard, fuck around would have had Damian Lillard start the way he's been playing lately, but no. Damian Lillard and Tyrese Maxey are the 2 guard wild card positions. So for the Western Conference captains, we obviously have LeBron James. Steph Curry has been named. Kevin Durant has a big name. Neither of them clubs goes to LeBron, so he's going to win a fan vote and be the captain. Yeah, the shit he's doing this year is crazy. I'm not going to lie. Like, to have one of your most efficient seasons in, year 20 to year 21, it's stuff we've never seen before. Like, I hate breaking up his age, because I feel like everybody be like, oh, he's 38, he's 38. And, like, we got to stop saying that like he's a real 38-year-old. He's not human. This nigga is not a real person. So I don't care how old he is. But like, I just have to admit, like, this is some crazy stuff we are seeing from LeBron this year. So shout out to him. He is still one of the best basketball players in the league in year 20 to 21. I don't know what year it is. So shout out to him. Now for guards, listen, I'm going to have Steph Curry as the 1. But listen, I don't think he's been the first or the second best guard this year in the West. I think Steph Curry has had some, I wouldn't even say some, he's had a decent amount of off games that these other 2 players haven't had. I would have Luka here, and I would have Shea. But it's fan vote for starters, so I'm not going to be dumb and put Shea here, because I think he should start when he's not going to start. I'm going to be fucking honest. Steph is going to start next to Luka. It's going to be like that for the next 5 years, because I don't see neither one of them declining. So Steph is going to be the starting guard, but if it wasn't fan voting, if it was just me, I'll have Shea. Because Shea is down there top 3 MVP to me. So Steph at 1, obviously Luka at 2. You could probably guess this one. LeBron at 3, Kevin Durant at 4, and Nikola Jokic at 5. It's been like that for years. Kevin Durant's missed a lot of All-Star games, so I really hope we get to see him in this one. I think he's missed the last 3. So like, I don't think we've seen him since the Kobe one. That was what, 19? Yeah, no. Yeah, it was 19, because Kobe died past the 21st, I believe. Yeah, it's 21st. And All-Star game is February. So yeah, I don't think we've seen, and I don't even think he played in that, because I don't remember him in an 8 or 24 jersey. So we haven't seen this nigga in the All-Star games since, and he missed 2018? No. I don't think we've seen Gideon in the All-Star game since 2017. So I really hope we get to see Kevin Durant in the All-Star game this year. So the starting lineup again is Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Nikola Jokic. And like I said, the first guard coming out the bench is obviously going to be Shea. When I really think about it, I would have Giannis obviously at 1, and I'm talking about MVP rankings. I have a Giannis obviously at 1, Joel Embiid at 2, and I'm not gonna lie, the Thunder are better than the Mavericks, and I think they're like right there with the. No, they're actually above the Nuggets. So yeah, I will have Shea at 3. Shea's been at a crazy level this year. Shea has been at a crazy level this year. So I have him as a top 3 MVP candidate. And like I said, he will start, but he's not going to start over Steph. We just got to be honest. So Shea is my first guard off the bench. Second guard off the bench is De'Aaron Fox. I believe he's still averaging 30 and 6 this year. He's been very good. I think this is. I don't think he made it last year, like really solidified made it. I know he ended up playing in the game, but I think he was an injury replacement. This year, I think he's going to be solidified and making the All-Star game this year. So shout out to him. At number 3, it's not a lot of forwards. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a lot of forwards. So at number 3, I had to put Ant, even though I think his last month Ant hasn't been that good as he started off, but he actually been ramping it up these last few games. But like this month, well, not this month. I would say like mid-November to like early December, he hasn't been that good, but he's been ramping up as of late, so I had to put him on this list. It was between him and somebody else we'll name later on, but Ant at the 3, power forward coming off the bench, bias, I don't care, Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram to me has been the best player on the Pelicans. The Pelicans as of right now are a 7 seed. It's going to be fluctuated every day. That seed is going to go up and down. You never know. Like they can be a 10th seed when All-Star game come up, or they can be a 5th seed. But to me, he's been playing better. Has had higher highs, way higher highs, and higher lows. I don't even think that makes sense. I don't know. But Brandon Ingram has been very good this year. It's between him and Zion. But I do think he's been better than Zion this year, so I have Brandon here. And at 5, obviously, Anthony Davis. I cannot hold him off this list. AD has been amazing. He's been freaking amazing. So shout out to him. The wild card, the first wild card, obviously, Devin Booker. I couldn't put him over Shea or De'Aaron because I feel like he's been out for 2 months of games, and I just feel like those guys have been better this year. So shout out to them. This is the last wild card spot. This is my list, so I don't give a fuck what you say. Between Rudy, Cat, and Chet. Listen, I think they all have a very good case. They all have a very good case. To start off with Rudy, to me, the nigga is running, haul-assing his way with that Defensive Player of the Year rate. That Defensive Player of the Year award. He is running away with it. So I had to put him here because he's been amazing this year. Cat, last month, this nigga Cat, he's on here because the last month, he's been hooping his ass off. Cat has been hooping his ass off. And then Chet, bro, the Thunder are a 2 seed. The nigga, he's damn near one of the people that is on Rudy's ass for the Defensive Player of the Year. It's between him, AD, and Vic. But like I said, they're not close. But like, Chet's defense has been amazing this year. To be damn near, it's an argument between him and Dub, the second best player on the 2 seed, and them being this good. I feel like they deserve 2 All-Stars. But I don't think it's Dub. I think Chet has been way too impactful to be under Dub when we're talking about like the 2 best players for this team this year. So I will have Chet as the second best player on the Thunder, and I feel like they deserve 2. So but I can't rob Rudy, bro. I'm a big Rudy guy, so like I'm all for him to get all these awards on his plate because I think he's gonna need it when he gets to that Hall of Fame because people gonna think it's a fluke. But when he got them 4 Defensive Player of the Years, all them All-Stars, all NBAs, they can't deny it. So it's hard for me to not put him on this list. But then, like I said, Cat has been hooping his ass off, and like I feel like he's a player that gets disrespected a lot by me, so I want to respect him. But Chet, man, it's just so different. Chet is so good for his age. Shout out to the other guys. Do I think Timberwolves are the 1 seed though? They deserve 2 All-Stars. Oh, but they were expected to be good. The Thunder weren't expected to be this good. So I'm gonna have Chet. I'm sorry. I had to tell myself to do it. Chet is my last guy on the wild card list, and that is it for this All-Star ballot. I'm gonna start off with number 1 on the east side. And just remind you who I have in my All-Star ballot. I have Tyrese Halliburton, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Giannis, Joel Embiid, Trae Young, Jalen Brunson, Paolo/Franz, you pick, Julius Randle, Kristaps/Bam, you pick, Damian Lillard, and Tyrese Maxey. For the West, I have Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, De'Aaron Fox, Anthony Edwards, Brandon Ingram, Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, and Chet Holmgren. I think that's a pretty good ballot. I don't think that's not really no bias in there. I wanted to put Darius, but he's hurt. So, hey, let me know what you think about this video, man. I got another one coming out this week. I've been a little bit inconsistent. Got a new mic now, as you can see. So, I'm trying to take it serious. Just sometimes content be so hard to come up with. But I will see y'all later on this week.